Welcome back, guys, to the channel. Today we have here magneti marelli ECU. It is from a skoda 1.4, which is the same for a VW 1.4 or Seat 1.4. So right here we are opening the ECU with a T15 Torx. There are 4 bolts. And there is some silicone that you have to pry it open gently. Be aware that the part that comes off is the top part, the part with the sticker on it. The ECU itself comes out glued to the back side of the ECU. So this is not as easy as it I'm showing in the video, but I already made it. It's not that difficult either. Now, this one we want to remove the immobilizer. So we have these 4 tabs, which you have to put or pull or push in the small tab to try and pull the cover off. There are 4 tabs all around. It's not that difficult either. As soon as you look at it closely, you will see how it works. This is the eprom we want to remove. We just want to make sure the eprom or that you remember the orientation of the eprom, meaning that you need to know where the first pin is. This is a ST95080. So we have to go ahead and remove this. So now I'm setting up my xprog, so I can read and edit the dump on this eprom right here. This is the number 1 pin. So let's heat it up and remove it. So guys, if you're new to the channel, this is a channel based on electronics, programming, repairing, electronics on cars mainly. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you are already subscribed to the channel, if you want to leave in the comments some kind of videos you want me to post, please feel free to do that. I will help you any way I can, if I can, of course. So yeah, right here I'm just adding some flux, so that I will clean it up after or before the refitment of the eprom in place. So now I have it here out, so I can solder it into my xprog adapter. Keep in mind to keep everything real clean. The tip of your soldering iron, it's advised to keep it clean as well, so that you can have clean solder points. This is very important. You don't want this ECU to work when it's cold and stop working when it's hot, or vice versa. So that's why you need a clean solder point. I cannot stress that enough. Flux always helps to keep it clean, of course. So here I'm trying to make a clean solder, but as you will see right now, the first pin was not soldered properly. So I had to went back and soldered the first pin again. This on the adapter, I usually don't take that much time soldering it, because this is only for a few minutes, so I can read and write the dump correctly. But when I'm soldering back to ECU, I take more time. I put some new solder in it, so that it holds properly. So now I'm trying to read here. The machine is going to tell me, the xprog is going to tell me that, okay, so you have a bad contact, and it says already it is on the first pin. So I'm going to go ahead and just add some solder to the first pin. Okay, so the smoke you're seeing here, it's not overheating, it's just the flux that I use smoking. That's it, because the solder I use really doesn't smoke, and doesn't put out that smoke. By the way, I have my soldering iron set up for 400 degrees Celsius, and the hot air gun as well for 400 degrees Celsius. You can have it hotter or colder. You know, you just have to get used to it. I find it more, you know, I'm used to this temperature, so it works great for me. But like I said, everybody is different, and it doesn't have to work on this temperature precisely. So now I'm saving the dump that I read, and I'm going to put it to the side there. Now let's just work on the dump itself. So on the dump itself, you have to go to the 09, the address, and you'll find that there's only 2 bytes that you need to change in order to have this ECU demobilized. So the first one is this one, and then this one. This is a very simple ECU to demobilize. There's nothing else you need to do. Just now write this dump back to the eprom. On the computer on the left, I have my template. Let's say this way. I'll post a photograph of the template that I have here, showing the before and after, marked in red, so you can see the differences, and also the address where you need to change that. Okay, so it's written. Now we just have to remove the EPROM from the adapter, and let's go 400 degrees Celsius. As you can see, my hot air gun only starts working when I lift it up. So I'm sorry, this is a little bit out of frame because I had the camera mounted to my head, and it's not easy to, you know, your eyes move independently from your forehead, so that's why sometimes it gets out of frame. But I'll work it out. I'll work it out. I promise. I'm starting to, you know, get a feel for it, and take more time making my videos and editing my videos. And time, it's not something that I have a lot, but still I'm going to do that, because otherwise I understand that it's a bit confusing, the video. So here I'm adding more flux. I already had, but it's never too much, as long as it is a clean free flux like the one I use, because some fluxes you have to clean them after. Like you see there, my iron is getting hot to 400, and you have to clean the pads before you put the EPROM in place, just to make sure, like I said, there's no bad contacts depending on temperature, because as you know, with the heat, metal usually grows, and it shrinks with the cold, with cold. So if you don't have a really nice solder point varying those temperatures, you will have bad connections, and the car will stop running. So now remember where the first pin is. Make sure you remember that. That's really important. Otherwise it won't work, the car. And it's not like I have the car here to try it. This is a car, it's stopped far away from me, and the customer only brought me the ECU, so I have to make sure everything is right before I deliver the ECU back to the guy. This here I'm just positioning the EPROM, Now I'm going to add a little bit of solder just to make sure I get it all clean and strong. You can see it smokes a little, and it's also, you also can see it's a bit out of frame. Like I said, it's something that I don't completely dominate per se, you know. So I'm guessing it's done. Now I'm going to check with my magnifying glass to make sure all connections are perfect before I close the ECU, of course. And other than that, you just go ahead and close it the reverse way you open it. It's actually easier to close it because you don't have to battle the silicone or anything. You just clip that little cover in place and then just put the 4 bolts in. Here I'm just checking my solder points to see if they are shiny and strong. Okay, so this ECU is done. Now what I have to do is just go ahead and close it, like I said. Inspecting everything. And let's put the cover on top.